While some NBA legends see Luka Doncic as a generational talent,
he's not as athletic as a LeBron James, but he's more athletic than a Magic Johnson, and he looks to score more than either of those two players. So he's a very difficult player to defend.
Others feel he's overrated.
He has no effort on defense. He don't want to play defense. He don't hustle for no loose balls. He don't hustle for no loose rebounds.
But overrated barely describes a player who's had a 73-point game and who continuously leads the Mavs to the playoffs year after year. But then again, there's the issue of Doncic's poor defense. So what do legends like Michael Jordan, Shaq, and more think of Doncic overall? At just 25, Luka Doncic is already in his prime. And that's because since the age of 16, when most of us were figuring out how to drive, this guy was already playing pro ball. So by the time he entered the NBA in 2018, he was already a seasoned pro, putting up wild numbers, including a 73-point game against the Hawks. And when a player puts up numbers like that, the NBA legends have to notice. As for Chuck, Doncic is one bad white man.
That boy Doncic, he's the real deal. As we used to say in my day, that's a bad white boy. I mean, shit, he's not there yet, but we getting really close to little black kids in the hood wearing his jersey. Real close.
The Mavs used to have such a bad man named Dirk Nowitzki, and he remains the gold standard in Dallas. If Doncic is ever going to beat Dirk's legacy, he needs to win the title. Besides dethroning Nowitzki in Dallas, winning the championship would also help him dethrone Jokic as the best player in the world.
Would Luka be considered the best player in basketball if Dallas wins the title?
100%, Daniel.
Yes, Doncic has the talent, and with players like Kyrie and Klay Thompson around him, many believe they are title contenders, but he needs that ring to cement his legacy. But for that to happen, they need to stay healthy. And right now, Luka's out with a calf injury. As the playoffs approach, the big question is, can Luka Doncic lead this team to an NBA championship? Besides injuries, Luka has always been criticized for his defensive game.
Luka really has to just get in shape, not offensively. We know offensively you're a gifted mind, right? Just little things you do. There's little subtle things you do that lets me know, man, you're very, very brilliant when it comes to offense. You're seeing things that there's just other people that can't see, right? When you're moving, how to plan on this foot, pump fake, seeing somebody's body moving. You know how to manipulate a defense. You're not in shape to move defensively.
This is why many people say he's a one-sided player. Great on offense, but where's the defense? With so much expectations on him, Luka might have to evolve into a two-way player. If not, he might end up like the next Harden, a stat machine who never quite gets over the hump. But still, legends like AI think his offensive moves might be enough.
What the hell is wrong with Luka? You can go there, but I didn't even want to go there.
Iverson might not want to go there, but LeBron James is going back into the past, where Doncic was like him, the chosen one.
Because I love everything about his game, love everything about him. The way he plays the game reminds me of the way I play the game. We're just triple threats.
Doncic might not be good defensively, but on the offense, he's a triple threat. He rebounds, passes, and scores. That's why he gets so many triple-doubles. And with such powers, he's breaking more and more Dirk Nowitzki records. But Dirk ain't even mad.
Man, I'm so mad. He's breaking every one of my records, man. This is over. I'm thrilled for him, obviously.
But let's be real. Dirk's got that championship ring, and Luka's still chasing his. But for Kevin Garnett, Luka is destined to get to that level, and he made it known with this tweet. But beyond the ring, Doncic has been making strides to secure his financial future. Now, let's talk money, because Luka Doncic is about to get paid. Yes, we're talking about a potential supermax deal worth over $346 million. That's more than some small country's GDP. But here's the kicker. Shaq has some advice for Luka on how to handle that cash. No, that's not the advice. Speaking about the deal, Shaq said, "If I was him, I'd take $20 million now and defer the rest. Taxes are a killer, and that $80 million will be worth way more later." And honestly, coming from a guy who famously blew through his first NBA paycheck in 30 minutes, that's some solid advice. But that's not the only bag that Luka's looking at right now. He's also got that Jordan brand deal. You see, MJ saw Luka's potential early and signed him to the brand. Now, Luka's rocking his own signature sneakers, the Jordan Luka 2s, and dropping 73 points in them. But I can tell you that's not a coincidence. In that game, Doncic pulled out all the stops with the step-back threes and layups. He just knows how to get people off balance and make the right play every time. And this is something that reminds Steve Nash of himself.
And Luka is, one of the most exciting talents we've seen. I mean, do I see some of myself in him? If I were 6'8", 230 pounds, yeah, that's a big difference.
But the 73-point game also leaves little difference between Doncic and the legends when it comes to highest scoring games. With that record, he ties with Wilt Chamberlain and David Thompson for the 4th highest scoring game in NBA history. Only Kobe and Wilt have scored more in a single game. But let's not forget, Luka did it in style, wearing his Jordan Luka 2s. But even beyond the sneaker deals, his relationship with Jokic is the real deal. Now, let's talk about one of the most wholesome friendships in the NBA, Luka Doncic and Nikola Jokic. Off the court, they're joking around and having a good time. But on the court, it's war. But when the war is over, you can hopefully press the Joker to talk about his relationship with Luka.
I mean, he's my good friend, and it's always nice to play against him.
Yep, that's it. He's probably the only Joker that doesn't find the media funny. But here's the thing. These two are the faces of the NBA's future. Luka's the flashy, do-it-all guard, and Jokic is the unselfish, pass-first big man. But here's what Gilbert Arenas thinks about the European faces of the NBA.
There's no workout that you're going to have Jokic by himself to show you Jokic.
But then we have legends like Paul Pierce who single out Luka based on talent.
Clearly, he's special. He's a talent. He's probably, to me, he is the most talented player in the NBA today. And the lights are never too bright for him.
Now, even as the legends share their mixed feelings about Doncic, his coach sees him in a different light. He sees him as the Mavs' entire game plan.
Whether he's going away from the game plan or not when he's that hot?
Oh, he is the game plan. Some say they're the system, he is the game plan.
But even as Jason Kidd praises his key player, he still understands that his defense is a big question mark. The Mavs are going to need Luka to be a two-way player if they're going to win a championship. And honestly, that's the next step for Luka. He's already one of the best offensive players in the league. But if he can become a lockdown defender, maybe he can become the next MJ. Well, MJ has already praised Luka as a phenomenal player. Jordan went further, saying, "Luka is demonstrating skills that usually take many guys years to develop. But as many legends have already said, the skill he needs to develop now are his defensive skills." Can he do it? Well, the glove himself, Gary Payton, known for his lockdown defense, thinks he can.
Luka's a great talent, a real great talent. He showed it. Coming over here, winning Rookie of the Year, and scoring as easy as he did. That's for being over and overseas a lot, and being focused like that a lot, and know how to score. They're building.
Luka Doncic is a generational talent with room to grow. Whether he's the next MJ or the next Harden, one thing's for sure. He's such a fun player to watch. The legends love his game, but they all agree he's got some work to do if he wants to be remembered as one of the greats. Defense, conditioning, and that elusive championship are the next steps. But can they get to the championship this season? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Wait a minute, trade alert, you have got to be kidding me. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, check out what we know about why the Dallas Mavericks traded Luka to the Lakers next.